Okay, we now come to the knife sharpening, and we'll go through a few pointers and the procedure of knife sharpening, and a few pointers and tips hopefully into getting the blades nice and sharp, because it does make the job a lot better and a lot easier when you've got a really sharp knife. We'll start with a couple of things about the knives. You've got different types of knives and different types of blades. You can see these two main differences we've got these days. That's the Osculate knife, which has been used, we use exclusively during the workshops normally, or up until this year. The most trimmers and the new sort of knife is a knife which got a shorter blade on it. The other difference between the two different knives is the actual edge on them. So the Osculate one has got the edge starting, the shoulder of the edge starts about halfway through the thickness of the knife and sloping down to the point. Whereas the shorter knife, shorter blade, has got the shoulder of the knife right at the back of the knife, and they've got it slopes right down to the point, right down to the edge. So it's the whole thickness of the knife which has got the slope on it, whereas the Osculate here, we've got the shoulder of the slope halfway through the blade. Doesn't make too much difference. Both work very well. The shallower the angle on at the point, the better the edge you're going to get on your knife, and the sharper it's going to be, and the longer the sharpness will last on the foot. It goes blunt. It's a lot slower to go blunt when you've got a nice shallow angle on it. That's the two different types of knives. We'll use the. We've also got the difference between obviously the new and the used knife. You're going to start wearing down your blade, and we've got one there on the right hand side there, a used blade, which is getting towards the end of its life there. It's used, half of its thickness has been worn down, and it's going to get the stage where it'll start to break. There is still a good thickness of the full thickness, 4 or 5 millimeters here, which still gives it quite a bit of strength on the knife. But those are the different knives. The principle for sharpening them is the same. We'll put the knives back fast. We'll use the Osculate ones, which are the ones we're used to using during the workshops, and we'll sharpen both a new one and the used one here on the. When it comes to the grinder, you've got several different brands on the market. The main difference between your standard bench grinder you'll be using on your hobbies and man sheds is that this one rotates away from us, and standard bench grinder you buy rotates towards us. So it's rotating away from you. The reason it's rotating away from you is when you come to start sharpening the knife on it, if you do catch the edge of the knife and it can throw it out of your hand and throws it away from you rather than towards you, if you do catch the back of your knife on the grinder. So that's one of the reasons. Next thing about the grinder is you can see there's no guards on it. It's far easier to sharpen a knife without the guards. When you've got the guards on, there's only a restrictive small part where you get access to the wheel for sharpening your knife, and that it again restricts your movements, and you're far more liable to catch the knife either on the wheel or on the guard, and it either destroys the knife or it's a lot more dangerous. So it's less dangerous to have a grinder without the guards on it, and it's rotating. So we've got the grinder which is rotating away from us. The next crucial part for the grinder is the type of disc we have on them. We've got a rubber wheel and we've got a buffing wheel. The rubber wheel There's a special rubber composite. It's got really small iron filings embedded in the rubber, and it's a certain size of filing embedded in rubber, and that's what sharpens the knife. We've then got the buffer wheel, which is either a cloth or a felt wheel, which is the one for what we call polishing the knife. And what that does is take the bar off, which you've created on the sharpening that wheel, takes the bar off and puts the final point and really sharp edge onto your knife with the buffer wheel. For the buffer wheel, you need the paste. So we'll apply some while we're sharpening the knife to show you how we apply it, but you apply some paste, and it's the paste and wheel combination does the final buffing and sharpening of the knife. So we'll start sharpening. When you're sharpening the knife, what you do is you start at the shoulder of the knife, and then as you're going across the wheel, you just bend it, each passage you slightly bend in and lean it in towards the wheel until eventually the last passage over the wheel is at the cutting edge of the knife. So I'll do the first one. And we can see that it's on the shoulder of the cutting blade, and then we just gradually lean it into the wheel every passage. Until the last one is right on the point, on the edge of the knife. You can quite often see on the last one, two things happen. You can start to see the bar coming, the very, very thin slither of steel. You also see the discoloration of the steel, because it's a very thin area of steel at the edge, and it gets very hot. And so you start going just slight discoloration when you're right at the edge of your knife. You will notice I only sharpened the inner aspect of the knife. You never touch the back of the knife. You only sharpen the front of the knife. Once we put the edge on there, we then come to the buffer wheel. So we put some paste on the buffer wheel. When you're on the buffer wheel, you buffer both the back and the front of the knife. As I was going back and forth the buffer wheel, I could see the bars, the slithers of steel being taken off, and I could see it being sharpened. I've got the hook of the knife. The only way you can sharpen the hook of the knife is by using the grinding disc on the back of the knife. So that's the only part of the knife that you sharpen on the back, is the hook of the knife. We'll do the hook. That's how we know that the knife's sharp. It only cut through the cardboard, no bother. You can also shave yourself. I hope you find that useful, and if you want any more information, then please don't hesitate to contact us or visit our website.